So integration by parts, part 2. In part 1, as we already discussed about the integration by parts formula, that is integration of the first function into second function with respect to x. This is equal to keep the first function as it is, integrate the second function with respect to x minus derivative of the first function into integration of the second function with respect to x, again integration of the whole product. So this is the integration by parts formula, and in today's class let's discuss about the some other problems. Question number 1, let evaluate integration x square cos x dx. Now comes to the solution. Let I equals to integration x square cos x dx. So first what you have to do, you have to choose the first function and second function. For that you have to use the eyelet rule. Now here x square comes under the algebraic function, cos x comes under the trigonometric function, and you have to follow the format from left to right, and from left to right a comes first, so the first function is x square. T comes later, so the second function is your cos x. Now put the integration by parts formula, that is keep the first function as it is, integrate the second function minus derivative of the first function into integration of the second function, again integration of the whole product. Next step is x square, integration of cos x, as you know this is sin x, minus integration of, that is the square bracket, sorry, derivative of x square, that is 2x, into integration of cos x is your sin x, then dx. Next step is x square sin x. Here 2 is a constant, so take it to the outside of the integration. So integration of x sin x dx. As you can see, again we come across the same problem, that is we have to find integration of product of two functions. So what you have to do here, use integration by parts. Integration by parts formula again. You have to use integration by parts formula again here. Okay. And for that what you have to choose, the first and second function. X comes under the letter A, sin x comes under the letter T. So x is the first function here, sin x is the second function here. So next step is x square sin x minus 2, give the square bracket. Integration of x sin x, you have to put integration by parts formula here. So keep the first function as it is, integration of the second function minus derivative of the first function into integration of the second function, then the whole integration. So this is equal to x square sin x minus 2 into, here is x, integration of sin x is minus cos x, minus, there is an integration symbol, there is curly bracket, derivative of x is 1 into integration of sin x is your minus cos x, then dx. So this is equal to x square sin x minus 2 into x into minus cos x is minus x cos x. Then take the minus to the outside of the integration, total will be plus integration of cos x dx. This is equal to x square sin x minus 2 into minus x cos x plus integration of cos x, as you know this is your sin x. As total integration is completed, put plus c here. So this is equal to x square sin x. Now minus 2 into minus x cos x, total is plus 2x cos x, then minus 2 plus sin x, total is minus 2 sin x plus c. and this one is the final answer. So what we conclude from this question, that integration by parts formula can be used more than once in any question as per the need. Okay. Now let's come to the second question. That is question number 2. Okay. Question number 2. Evaluate integration log x dx. Before going to this question, let's make a note. That is, if there is a function, if there is the only function whose integration is not known, then unity can be taken as the second function. Okay, so now comes to the solution of the question. What is the question? You have to evaluate integration of log x dx. So now comes to the solution. Let I equals to integration of log x dx. Okay. So as per the note, you can see here there is only one function, that is log x, whose integration is not known. So what you have to do? Just multiply 1 with log x. And what you have to do? Take 1 as the second function. You have to take 1 as the second function. Then obviously log x will be the first function. Or you can also check it by the Eilert rule. If I check it by the Eilert rule, then see, log x comes under the letter L, 1 comes under the letter A. As we follow the format from left to right, so log x is the first function, 1 is the second function. Or you can directly take 1 as the second function. Then use the by parts formula, that is, keep the first function as it is, integrate the second function minus derivative of the first function into integration of the second function, again integration of the whole product. So this is equal to log x, integration of 1, you know this is x, minus, there is the integration symbol, derivative of log x is 1 by x, into integration of 1 is x, then dx. This is equal to x log x, this is equal to x log x minus. Now here x is cancelled out, so only the remaining function is 1. The next step is x log x minus integration of 1 is x. So as integration is total completed, put plus c here, and this is the final answer. Okay. Now let's come to the third question. Question number 3. Evaluate integration cos inverse x dx. Okay, you have to find integration cos inverse x dx. As you can see, there is the only function, that is cos inverse x, whose integration is unknown. So what is the method of solution? Let I equals to integration cos inverse x dx. Next step is, as its integration is not known, multiply 1 with it, and you have to take 1 as the second function, then cos inverse x will be your first function. Now put the integration by parts formula, that is, keep the first function as it is, integrate the second one minus derivative of the first function into integration of the second function, again integration of the whole product. This is equal to cos inverse x, integration of 1, you know this is x, minus integration derivative of cos inverse x is minus 1 times divided by square root of 1 minus x square into integration of 1 is x dx. So this is equal to x cos inverse x. Now take the minus to the outside, so minus minus total will be plus integration x by square root of 1 minus x square dx. Now to find the integration of this type of functions, you have a formula, so make a note here. What is the formula? If there is a format, if the integrand is of the format px plus q divided by square root of ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, then what you have to do? Let ax square plus bx plus c equals to t. That means if the numerator is linear and denominator is quadratic, then the quadratic one as t, or you can also take t square. Okay. So for this, to find the integration of this one, what you have to do? Let 1 minus x square equal to t square. Okay. Let 1 minus x square equal to t square. Then differentiating the both sides with respect to x, this is minus 2x equal to 2t. Again derivative of t is dt by dx. Now in both sides 2 cancel out. That implies x dx equals to minus t dt. Now put these values in the above integration. So this is x cos inverse x plus the value of x dx, what you got? This is minus t dt divided by square root of t square. This is equal to x cos inverse x. Take the minus symbol to the outside. So this is integration t dt divided by square root of t. Square root of t square. So this is x cos inverse x minus integration t square root of t square is t dt. So again this is equal to x cos inverse x minus dt cancel out, so integration of 1 dt only. So this is equal to x cos inverse x minus integration of 1 dt is your t, as integration with respect to t. As integration total completed, put plus c here. And finally put the value of t. Value of t is 1 minus x square is taken as t square. So t will be square root of 1 minus x square plus c. And this is the final answer. Thank you.